Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our online class organized by the authority of Dr. Khastagri Govt Girls High School. Today, I am with you, Tawhida Armana, Assistant Teacher English, Dr. Khastagri Govt Girls High School, Chattogram. Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope all of you are doing well. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I am also keeping well by His grace. Let's begin our class. Today, my class is for the students of class 10 and my subject is English for today. Before starting my class today, I want to recollect our previous lesson. Let's try to recollect what we had learned in our previous class. We had learned, in our previous lesson, we had learned from unit 7, lesson 2, we had learned about Partho Pratim Majumdar. Here are two pictures of him. I had selected some important information from that text. Now I am showing you those. He was the pioneer in the field of mime in Bangladesh. He got scholarship from French government in 1981. He got training in mime from two legendary maestros. They were Etienne de Croix and Marcel Marcieu. Next slide. He staged solo performance in England, Belgium, Germany, Spain, Italy, the USA, and some other TV channels. He won Molière Award in 2009, which is the highest distinction in the French theater. He was honored by the Bangladesh government with Ekushe Padok in 2010. He was honored by the French government with Knight in the Order of Arts and Letters in 2011. These are some important information that I have picked up from the text, from the previous text. Now I am going to start my today's lesson. It is related to this text. That's why I have tried to give a review of our previous lesson. Our today's lesson is People Who Stand Out. That is Unit 7, Lesson 3, The Flashback. My dear students, take your EFT book and open the book. Learning outcomes. After completing this lesson, the students will be able to read, comprehend, and summarize text, tell the meaning of some key words, tell about his beginning as an artist, listen to an audio text for specific information. Some key words from this text that we are going to learn. Now, I am trying to share the meaning of the keywords with you. Here is our first word, artist, which is a noun. The meaning of artist is actor or performer. Our second word, ancestral. This is an adjective and its meaning is familial. Our third word, appreciate. This is a verb which means value or respect. Next, utter. This is a verb, means speak or tell. These are the synonyms of the word. And our last word, spellbound. This is an adjective and its synonym is enchanted. Now, it is our today's text, that is lesson 3 flashback, section A. Read the text and match column A with column B below. Now, dear students, I am reading out the text. You also read the text silently. Parthapratim Majumdar was born in 1954 in Pabna to a family of artists. He spent most of his early years in his big ancestral house situated in a small locality known as Kalachandpara. At that time, Kalachandpara was well known for its cultural activities. There were festivals and various types of cultural shows round the year. Majumdar's father, a photographer by profession, was an art lover. He taught and inspired his son to appreciate different forms of art. Majumdar went to live with his aunt in Chandennagar, 30 kilometers away from Kolkata in 1966. It was there that he first came across a mime artist named Jogesh Dutt. The way Datta narrated stories without uttering a single word left Majumdar spellbound. He took lessons on mime from Datta in his mime academy in Kolkata from 1962 to 1972. This is the text. Here is the matching column, column A and column B. In column A, the partial sentence is, Majumdar was very much impressed. He spent most of his childhood. His father loved the people of his locality his father made. And these are another part of the sentence that you have to match with these sentences. Loved art, him value all forms of arts in his own village, were culturally active when he saw Datta's performance. Okay. Now, I am moving to my next slide. Here is the table again, matching table. Majumdar was very much impressed. What? Very much impressed. Let's see what is the answer. Majumdar was very much impressed when he saw Datta's performance. Is it true? Of course, it is true. Now, our next sentence, he spent most of his childhood where? Let's see the answer. He spent most of his childhood in his own village. Next, his father. Let's see the answer. His father loved art. Okay. Next, the people of his locality were culturally active. And then his father made him value all forms of arts. Okay, this is finished. Now, I am moving to my next slide. Now it is section B. Read the statements below and form appropriate questions for each statement. Here, look carefully. Here, the instruction is you have to make appropriate questions from this statement. Okay. Okay. I am reading out the statement. First statement, the birthplace of Parthopratim Majumdar is Pabna. So how can we make a question? Let's see. Yes, where is the birthplace of Parthopratim Majumdar? This is an appropriate question because this statement, from this statement, actually it gives emphasis on his birthplace. That's why we have to make a question like this. Where is the birthplace of Parthopratim Majumdar? Our next statement, he was born in 1984. Okay. Now, our question is, when was he born? Then our next statement, he belonged to a culturally enlightened family. Okay. Now we have to make an appropriate question for this statement. See, what kind of family did he belong to? This is an appropriate question for this statement. He belonged to a culturally enlightened family. What kind of family did he belong to? He belonged to a culturally enlightened family. There are other statements also. Let's see those. Majumdar's father inspired him to value earth. Which will be the appropriate question? Yes, this is, what did Majumdar's father inspire him to do? Our next statement, his forefathers' home was in Kalachandpara. Now, let's see the appropriate question for this statement. Where was his forefathers' home? Okay. Next, he spent his childhood enjoying different cultural activities. Now we have to make an appropriate question for this statement. Let's match with me. How did he spend his childhood? Okay, how did he spend his childhood? You have to answer like this. He spent his childhood enjoying different cultural activities. Okay, we have finished this activity. Now I am moving on my next slide. There is another activity for you. Let's see the activity. Yes, it is an information transfer activity. Here are some gaps. You can see some gaps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gaps here. You have to fill in the gaps after listening a CD. Okay. You have to fill out these gaps. In somewhere you have to fill out place. Somewhere you have to fill out his achievements, and somewhere you have to fill out the year. After listening text, you will have to complete this table. Now I am moving to my next slide. Now listen to the audio and complete the chart about Parthopratim Majumdar. Here is an audio for you. You have to listen the audio very much carefully because you have to fill in the gaps in the table that I have already shown you. Okay. Now, dear, listen to the audio.
Class 9 and 10, Unit 7, Lesson 3, C, Flashback.
In 1987, Parthopratim Majumdar was awarded the Master of Mime Award by Jogesh Mime Academy, the only mime academy in India. He was named as the Master of the World by the Journalist Association of Malaysia the same year. In 2009, Majumdar was bestowed with the highest European honor for theatre, The Molière Award was followed by Munir Chaudhuri Award from Bangladesh.
Okay.
In 2010, Majumdar received the
listened
highest
carefully.
Bangladeshi
Now
award,
it's time to
the Ekushe
complete
Padak.
the information table.
But Majumdar did not stop there. He went on
Here is our
working
table.
hard till he obtained the highest French honor
In
ever to be
1987,
bestowed upon a mime
he
artist,
got the
Knight
achievement of
in
Master
Order
of
of
Mime,
Arts
from
and
where
Humanities
you have to
in
fill in this
2012.
gap here. I have give the solution here. You have to match your answer with me. Our first answer, Jogesh Datta's Mime Academy, India. Then number 2, in 1987, Journalist Association of Malaysia, from Journalist Association of Malaysia, he got an achievement. What was the that achievement? Let's see. He got Master of the World in 1987 from Journalist Association of Malaysia. In 2009, what was, at first we have to find out his achievement. In 2009, he achieved the Molière Award, and from where, let's see, he got it from Europe. Now I am moving here. You have to fill in the gaps. The achievement is given here. He got Munir Chaudhuri Award. When he got Munir Chaudhuri Award? He got Munir Chaudhuri Award in 2009, and from where? From Bangladesh. And then in 2010, what happened in 2010 in Bangladesh? From Bangladesh, he got Ekushe Padak in 2010. Next, his achievement, he got Knight in the Order of Arts and Humanities. When did he get it? He got it in 2012. And from where? He got it from French. Okay. Here I have give the solution. You have to try this activity at home. Dear students, in your question paper, you will find this activity. You will find this kind of activity, which is in question item number 4. You will get this kind of activity. In that activity, in that question in your question paper, you have given an you will be given an unseen passage, and you will be given an table like this and some gaps. After reading the text, unseen text, very much carefully, you have to pick up the information that is very much important and that is needed to fill in the gaps. You have to pick out those information and fill in the gaps of that information table. I am requesting you to practice this kind of activities several times because it will be helpful for your final exam. I am at the end of my class. Now I would like to give you a homework. Here is your homework. Do you know anyone who has skills to perform as a special feat? Write about the person. Okay, you have to find out any person that has skills to perform as a social feat like Parthapratim Majumdar, and you have to write some information, some description about the person. Now, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching my class. Goodbye and see you again in my next class. Stay home, stay safe, and say your prayers regularly. Allah Hafiz.